Hi, I'm Brad Simpson with Simpson Limited Collector Firearms, and today I would like to talk about the 3 things that will really help when I come get your collection for consignment. Now, we're hoping you've already seen our video on consignment or read about our consignment. You're familiar with the policy, etc., and you've decided for me to come and get your collection. So there's 3 things I'd like to go over. Number 1, the information that we're going to need beforehand. Number 2, the supplies that I'm going to need to bring. And number 3, the prep that you can do to help things go as quickly and efficiently as possible. So first, the information that I'm going to need. Of course, I'm going to need your name, address, phone number, etc. Now you can go online on our website, you can print out a sheet and fill it out and scan it and send it back to us, or you can fill it out online. Now, some people do that. I've also had people send Excel spreadsheets. As long as I know what you have, so what I'm going to get, what pistols, what rifles, approximate values, if that's up to you, of course. You know, if it's an estate and you did not know what the items were originally purchased for, we can do all the pricing once we get the stuff here. But if you'd like to price if you would like to price the stuff yourself, you can do that on a spreadsheet. And all of that information that I can have in advance via email or letter, the better, because that'll give me a better idea of what I'm in for when I get there. If you're doing this as part of estate planning and you have an heir in mind, or you already know who the executor to your estate is going to be, that information is useful to us, because if something happens to you, we already have a heads up as to who's going to be calling us and telling us what has happened and how to move forward, rather than somebody calling out of the blue that we have no idea about, you know, telling us to go another direction with the items, and you know, we had no idea this was coming. It never hurts to send pictures of the individual items so that I know what I'm getting, and it never hurts to send pictures of where they are placed in the house so that I have an idea of how I will be retrieving them, where they have to come out of, what the path is to the closest place that I can park. So yeah, in that case, pictures help. Obviously, everything I take has to be legal. You know, there are times when I show up and there's something there that for whatever reason I just can't take with me. Try to give me a heads up on that before I come, rather than me being surprised with something. Depending on federal law or even Illinois state law, you may have something that's legal where you're at and it may not be legal where I'm at. And I absolutely am not going to take anything that violates the law of where I'm going or where I'm going through. If there are extras, such as ammunition, which is heavy, or books that you don't let me know about, I may not be in a position to pick those up. It's better that you tell me those kind of things ahead of time so that I'm prepared. A lot of times when I'm going far for a trip, I will put 2 or 3 collections together. So I'm making a couple pickups and I may have all the room spoken for. And if you surprise me when I get there with extra stuff or extra weight, there's a good chance that I won't be able to take it at that time. When I pick up your collection, I'm insured for up to $1 million on the road. So up to $1 million, your stuff is fully insured once I take possession and we sign the paperwork at your location. And then it's fully insured once I get to this location here in Galesburg. Number 2, the supplies that I need to bring. Now, some collections, everything is cased or in hard cases, in boxes, wrapped, etc., original boxes, original packaging. And sometimes it's just pieces that are individual items with no packing. So I need to know how many long gun cases I need to bring, how many soft gun cases I need to bring. If there's loose boxes, loose scopes, loose accessories that need boxes or blankets even. So the last thing I want to do is get there and not be able to safely transport what I'm picking up. So give me an idea of what I need to bring to safely transport your material. You know, if you underestimate what you have and I show up and I just don't have the means to transport it, it's going to mean another trip and more expense for you. So try to be as honest as you can and let me know exactly what I'm in for so I can properly prepare. Obviously, rifles that have attached scopes, especially big scopes, will need larger cases than just a standard soft rifle case. So if you do have guns that require special cases or special packaging, let me know in advance so that I'm prepared. The third item that's important is pickup prep. Now, obviously, when I get there, I want everything to be unloaded, number one. It just makes things so much more safe. And if you have an attached garage that I can pull into, obviously, if transportation can be done inside rather than outside, it's just more discreet, more professional. I need to be able to park as close as possible. The last thing I want to be doing is hauling guns through yards and through public parking lots and etc. And sometimes I will meet people halfway or 2/3 of the way. And honestly, the best place to do a transfer is at a police station. It's totally transparent. We let the police know that we're there. We can show them a list. I can show them my license. That way, we're not meeting in a public place where somebody calls the police and then we have to explain what we're doing. And the optics of moving a lot of guns from one vehicle to another in a public place is not good. If there are stairs that the stuff needs to be taken up or down, it's better if that can be done before I get there. I prefer to just pick up. I like to come by myself, do the driving, do the hauling and lifting. When I get there, the stuff should be organized so that I can easily make a general assessment. We don't necessarily have to itemize everything and check every serial number, as long as everything's in place and I can make a pickup and do a final inventory when I bring it back. All is good. The quicker and more efficient we can make the pickup, the better it is. I have done huge hoarder houses where it takes days and several people. If that's the case, yes, we can do it. The expense is going to be greater. There's going to be more time, more effort. I'm going to possibly, I've rented big trucks from Hertz and U-Haul, and I've brought other guys to help me. So yes, we can do that if we have to, but don't let me show up on my own thinking it's a 3-hour job when I've got a hoarder house that's going to take, a week to go through. If you have dogs that bite or nasty pets or etc., obviously if we can arrange to have them somewhere else when I make a pickup, that's ideal. I'm located in the Midwest, and we can have some really nasty winters. So if I'm going north from where I'm at, you may think about the time of year. Obviously, January, February is not a good time to be going through the mountains, etc. If you're south, that's always nice. I like to go south in the winter time, so that's an added attraction for me. But think about the weather where you're at. Obviously, I don't want to schedule a pickup where I could be driving in dangerous weather and could get stuck on the road with your inventory. That I don't want. So as you can see, those 3 basic things, the information I need in advance, the supplies that I need to bring when I get there, and the prep that you can do to ensure a quick and efficient pickup will not only make the whole process go quicker and easier, but it'll also allow us to sell your items quicker and easier. The faster that your items are processed on our end, the faster you start receiving checks on your end. If you have any more questions about this or other videos, or have an idea for another video, send me an email at brad@simpsonltd.com. Thank you.